It's my pleasure to introduce Wetzel County Commissioner Carla McBee. Carla is a lifelong resident of Wetzel County. Carla spent her life serving the people of Wetzel County. After graduating from Hundred High School in 1979, she later received a bachelor's degree from West Liberty University. For a number of years, Carla served the people of Wetzel County as an EMT and later as a county medical examiner. In 2019, Carla stepped into the role of Executive Director of Wetzel County Chamber of Commerce. She was my predecessor, and helped the organization as everyone struggled through the COVID-19 pandemic. She was then elected to her current post as a county commissioner in November of 2019. So now let's listen to what Carla has to say about the commission, what the commission is doing, and what the future looks like for Wetzel County.
Thank you, Sharon, for that introduction. I'm Carla McBee, Wetzel County Commissioner, and I'm here to report on the state of the county from the County Commission's view. The Commission approved the purchase of Air Evac memberships for all of our citizens. We've heard some good reports from that, and people save a lot of money because of this membership. The American Rescue Plan, also known as ARP, Wetzel County has been awarded $2.92 million for direct funding for COVID-19, recovery, water, sewage, and broadband. The towns in our county received as follows: New Martinsville, $2.13 million, Paden City, $970,000, Hundred, $110,000, Pine Grove, $200,000, and Smithfield, $60,000. Talks will soon begin about the possibilities of the best way to use the money that the county received. Discussions will include projects within the county and possibly assistance to some of those town projects. The County Commission invested $2.3 million in the process of obtaining fiber optic cable for better internet throughout our county about a year ago. This process is happening now, and it is possible that the Regional Economic Development, or RED, will fill you in on some details of that. But I just wanted you to be sure that this project is underway, and we're keeping up with that project. The Commission will also be tackling projects such as refurbishing the courthouse porch steps and steps to the bell tower. Both of these projects are very costly, but they are necessary. The Executive Director of the Child Advocacy Center, Susan Scharf, applied for grants, and the Commission approved a large contribution to help purchase a building here in New Martinsville where the staff and children have more privacy. They were renting, but purchasing this building was a dream of Susan's so that they could make it their own. With a lot of work, they moved into the building on July 1st of this year. There will be a ribbon cutting and an open house. It will be late September or early October when they can get that organized. We really appreciate this office, and I'll just give you some numbers here. This fiscal year, they served 94 new children besides what they already have, with allegations of sexual abuse, physical abuse, drug endangerment, witness to violence, problematic sexual behavior, and depictions of porn. So we really need that office, and we're glad that they do the kind of work that they do. West Virginia Extension Office and the Commission have discussed on developing the Woods property, which was donated to the county, and it's located on the hill above the 4-H property. We have taken the first steps in hiring a professional to assess the property and let us know if a walking trail would be a good fit for that area. We have discussed other ideas that will give the community some recreational things to do. This project will take a lot of time. It won't be done anytime soon, but it is underway, and we're very happy about that. The Scheiben Building project on Main Street, it's an old building. It was donated to the county. It was constructed in 1912. The building next to it, which has become part of that building, was constructed in 1936. And the building next to the Doolin Center was constructed in 1900. These are all being remodeled as one building. As with any old building, its remodeling brings up unexpected issues frequently. Even though you anticipate it, you can never anticipate or predict all that will come up. Some of the delays experienced were construction was down for 2 weeks because of COVID, snow days, and then supply ordering has been awful for construction. We are putting 2 elevators in the building, one for the public and one for staff. It was a huge task drilling it down into solid rock, so that took a lot of time. The brick walls in the building we found were cracked completely through. They had to be fixed to be able to stabilize those. Part of a roof had to be replaced, and fire codes are issues come up daily. We are hopefully anticipating to have the 3rd floor ready at the end of September, and the magistrate court can begin to move in. We'll continue work will continue to be done on the other floors, and that will take a lot of time. So please be patient with us on this project. In the courthouse, Carol Hott. Carol's duties and tasks that she has are numerous. Her employees work diligently to serve the public. They have a levy election in October and are working diligently to get everything approved by the state so they can get the ballots made. I don't think anyone realizes how much work goes into each election, and her office does a wonderful job at that. On an exciting note, they are currently working on putting all birth certificates and death certificates in electronic files. Currently, they produce all those with a typewriter. So when this is completed in the near future, they can print off both kinds of certificates electronically. This speeds up the process for employees and for citizens wanting those documents. Wetzel County Assessor's Office, Scott Limley, they all do an awesome job. He said his 16 employees are just great. The tasks they are carrying out are numerous, and I can't mention them all today. I'm on a time constraint. So since 2012, that office has added 25,347 new accounts to real estate property, land books regarding oil and gas exploration within our county. So that's a lot. The total ad valorem tax revenue in 2012 was $26,439,563.94, and in 2021 that revenue rose, and the increase is from that revenue is $22,583,976, and that revenue all comes back into our county. This office determines the levy rates. We have a levy coming up in October. They have received over 20 new oil and gas permits since the beginning of the year. Each time the county receives a permit for wells to be drilled, this increases the revenue coming into our county. So we're happy about that. Wetzel County Sheriff's Office by Mike Kuntz. The tax office and all the deputies do an excellent job. Kuntz has hired 4 new deputies. 3 are currently certified, and 1 is still at the West Virginia State Police Academy. A deputy prevention resource officer was positioned at New Martinsville Elementary School at the request of the Board of Education. This department joined with Marshall County Drug and Violent Crimes Task Force with our drug issues in this county. It's awesome to say we have 1 officer dedicated just to that duty, and I believe this will improve our situation. I'm really happy about this. A deputy was assigned as a full-time litter control and humane officer for the county. We have an officer assigned as a detective now, just dedicated to the department. And new ballistics vests were purchased recently to give to each officer. The office continues to utilize the speed trailer to help keep traffic under control. They are currently working on a grant for funding to be able to purchase body cameras for each deputy, and I'm sure you understand the importance of that now these days. Also, a computer was purchased for each deputy. This, among other things, allows them to produce electronic citations. And our guards work diligently to keep the courthouse and the other courts safe for the employees and the citizens. Our prosecuting attorney's office. This office has recently collaborated in the federal prosecution of a record number of drug defendants, including members of the Crips gang, which resulted in a sentence of 80 years of ringleader distributing heroin and meth into Wetzel County. Carolyn Flannery was hired as the assistant prosecutor to aid in the handling and the growing number of child abuse and neglect cases. This allows this office to continue to provide victim services through the VOCA grant program. They continue to participate in the Model Drug Treatment and Rehabilitation Program in efforts to treat addiction, which is a contributing factor to most of our crime in our county. The prosecutor's office was also instrumental in the partnership with Marshall County Drug and Violent Crimes Task. The hard work of this office has prosecuted 57 felony cases in circuit court and over 500 misdemeanors. This office, as other offices that serve you, have worked diligently to serve the citizens of Wetzel County. The circuit clerk, this is led by Lori McCoy. They have 4 deputy clerks and 1 secretary. The circuit clerk is the record keeper of the financial office for the circuit courts and the family courts. This office is responsible for recording and maintaining all records filed in circuit court. This office works under the supervision of the chief circuit judge and all the entities and agencies that comprise the judicial system. This office is always busy, and here are some totals from January 21 to August 23rd of 21. Family court cases, 71 cases. Felony cases, 59. Abuse and neglect cases, 23. Mental hygiene cases, 21. Civil case filings, 41. Current judges are David W. Hummel, Chief Judge, Jeffrey Kramer, and Robert Hicks, who is the family court judge. And here, I'm almost done. I just want to add for your information that the New Beginnings Recovery Clinic has opened in New Martinsville. This offers medication assistance, treatments, and counseling services for anybody that is addicted to drugs that are in recovery. This office is located on 3 Ada Drive, Suite 1. The number for that center is 304-398-5670. They are open. This allows people to continue to work and use their assistance and counseling to become drug-free and to be a functioning member of society with treatment. The commissioners are excited about this possibility, and our citizens won't have to leave the county for treatment. So financially, our county is in good shape. As county servants, we are moving forward with technology. We are giving back to our communities and protecting our citizens. We are fighting crime and making the improvements needed to be more efficient in our county. I'm very proud of our county and all those who keep it running smoothly for our citizens every day. Thank you.